I'm starting my healthy eating tomorrow. This is the last day I'm gonna eat junk food. So I would like kind of eat a lot of junk food because I would think like, oh, it's gonna be completely off limits, which never gonna work.
There was like a time where I was only eating like an energy bar and like 5 chips and then like an egg a day. What's wrong with not knowing the calories?
That I would probably eat more calories than my body burns and gain weight. I'm being so honest.
Okay.
I'm just not at the point where like I'm comfortable being in social situations where food is involved. This is giving an interview like Jimmy Fallon,
Jimmy
Kimmel,
Colbert.
Oprah. Okay, let's look at the camera and then I'll introduce us. This is so professional. Hey guys, I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Kathy.
So today we're gonna be doing like a sit-down discussion of basically like body image and like our relationship with our body and like food in 2026 as young women. Because as women, you know, it's a complicated relationship when you're growing up with like the way you look and your relationship with food. So we wanted to discuss that. So we hope that you guys enjoy this little discussion. This is our first ever like discussion type podcast, whatever. I don't even know what we're doing, but we're doing this. So yeah, do you have anything to add?
We live in a very interesting climate right now in terms of this actually, and I think having this discussion is a good thing to have, you know?
Okay, so we have some questions. We're gonna get into it. So the first like category that we have here is like growing up. We have some questions. The first question that we'll start with is, what is your earliest memory of being aware of your body?
I was a sports kid and like, I don't know, I think when I turned like 11 or 12 or something, I stopped being a sports kid because, well, I don't know, like, I was like a figure skater. I was a figure skater, and...
I never knew that, bro. You never told me.
Really?
No.
I thought I told you!
Figure skater on the ice? I never knew that.
I would do like the jumps and shit, like...
Kathy, I never knew that.
It was like, I was like, from like when I was like, I don't know, like 7 to like 13 years old, like, and like, I don't know, but like, I kind of like, when I moved to like, I ended up moving to a place where there were no ice rinks, because like, I don't know, my family, whatever, and like, I stopped working out, and I mean, even like before then, like, I was kind of getting out of the habit of doing that, and I just remember that sort of like feeling creeping in, like, oh my god, I look so weird, like, because like I lost all the like, I guess aspects, like the muscle and stuff that I had when I was in sports, and yeah, it was like a weird transition.
That was like what age you said?
Like somewhere between like 10 and 13. Like.
Okay. For me, what is the earliest memory of being aware of your body? I would say it was, I think like second grade-ish. Like, because I went to a school in Chinatown where it was like mostly Asian girls, and they were all like very thin, very skinny, and I think that's when I started to like notice myself compared to them. Yeah, because when I feel like at lunch, like when we would eat, I feel like I remember noticing like they still looked skinny after they ate, and I had a whole food baby. So I think that's when I started noticing like
A food baby.
yeah, you know when you eat and then like your stomach
Yeah, like the bloating.
yeah, that like it seemed like that did not happen to them. So I feel like that's when I noticed like my own body. Yeah.
Yeah. It probably did happen to them though. You were just
Yeah, it
very
probably
much
did, but
focused on.
yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I would say very early, like second grade.
Mm-hmm.
When did you first become conscious of your body, of how your body looked compared with other girls?
Well, you said second grade, right? I mean,
Yeah, I guess I kind of, in a way, got there, but yeah.
for me, God, I don't know. I don't really. I'm trying to think because when I was in elementary school, I don't think I really like com- compared myself to other girls because like other girls were kind of like there was a lot of diversity in that I noticed like in regards to body types, you know. Um, I think maybe I guess during like puberty, because like yeah, that's when like the hormones get all like messy and then like you gain weight or you lose weight or whatever, and yeah. Also another thing was like so I noticed like at some point like all my friends, especially the ones that were like girls, they would be like really like they would not eat certain things or they just would not eat like when we went out somewhere, and I was always like confused about that and I was like, why do I want to eat? Why do they not? You know? And yeah. I was like, am I doing something wrong?
Wait, like you said in elementary or when?
It was like middle school, high school.
Oh, okay.
Because like they would always like we'd go somewhere and I'd get like I don't know like 3 slices of pizza and they would like barely eat one, and like I was like, are we not supposed to be eating right now? Kind of like you know, and I mean, yeah, and they always like they were like a lot more I guess thin than I was as well, and I like it had me thinking I was doing something like wrong. I don't know why, but yeah.
Well, now that I am thinking too, I did ballet for a bit in elementary school. So I think also that is when I started becoming conscious of like my body compared to the other girls, because I thought that my stomach looked bigger in the freaking leotard thing.
Oh damn those leotards! I swear to God.
Yeah.
And ballet teachers are like just like fucking. They're from the pits of hell. Some of them I've heard like. You know, like the way they kind of like why are you eating? Like well, just from what I've heard. I mean, I don't think they really like did that to me, but like.
Yeah, same. I've heard that, but like I didn't experience that.
Mm-hmm. Did your family ever talk about weight, dieting, calories, or appearance? And how did that affect you?
Yeah, I've had like family members. Like I remember when I was little, family members saying like, asking like, "Oh, does this make me look fat?" Or like things like that. Like, does this shirt make me look fat or this dress? And to be honest, when I think of it, I think it's so weird. Like now that I think of it, I'm like, why would this grown adult ask like a little, I don't know, 7-year-old?
Like, what opinion do they have on that?
Yeah,
you know?
Like,
Yeah.
did that affect me? I think in certain ways I looked at myself like, does this make, like, do I look fat in this or do I look good in this? I don't think it was like, I don't think their talk had like a big effect on me.
But it made you ask questions.
But it made me aware of how I look, yeah. What about you?
My family never, like, they never asked if something looked good on them. But, I don't know, in recent times, like, I mean, it was a little bit like when I was growing up, like, but, like, it's been a lot more now that, like, I'm out of the house, but like whenever I come back there, there's like this sentiment about like not eating. I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm like we go get some food or something, or I make them dinner, and like so like my mom specifically, she'll like refuse to eat sometimes. Like it's not like on the basis of, oh, I hate what you make, or oh, I hate the food. It's more like I need to be skinny, and it confuses the hell out of me. And then at the same time, like there's this like situation I think where like if my mom like catches me getting food from the kitchen, she'll like criticize me for it, and I don't know. It's influenced, like whenever I go back there, I get this like sort of influence, like I get this sort of like feeling like I should not be eating, and like it like kind of translates to the point where like I get like a stomach ache every time I'm there, and I cannot eat a damn thing, you know. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm in my Ozempic era, but like in reality, I'm just like, it's just the.
It's like the hidden I don't know. What's that? The hidden like awareness, or
yeah.
I don't know what word I'm trying to find, but like
it's just being aware. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say it's like the perception of what others think about me, because it's like that's my family. It's like, what does it matter? I'm already kind of like the like crazy one in the family anyway, you know. But like I don't know what it is. Like I don't know what it is, because I'm like, why would that affect me, right? Why do I get a stomach ache when I'm over there?
I feel like it's like man, why can't I find my words? It's like you kind of know that you're gonna be judged, so your body kind of like
It's like
prepares itself to like.
Is it Pavlov's dogs or whatever the hell it is? Like they ring a bell or something, and the dog associates it with food, like that kind of thing. It's like, now I associate food with them telling me that I'm gonna get fat, and like
while you're like in that environment. Yeah.
So weird. I don't know.
Well, when it comes to like weight too, like did your family ever talk about weight?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk specifically about people, but I have been like questioned about how much do I weigh, and like I know that these family members were like, they would try to compare their weight to mine, because if I did say my weight, they'd be like, oh, I'm only like 10 more pounds than you, or I'm only blah blah blah. So I did not like that, so I actually don't ever like discuss weight with anyone, like family members or none of that. I'm like,
because it becomes a damn competition.
Yeah, like I don't want any comparisons, like it, because when people are trying to compare themselves to you, it's like, I feel like when you're happy with yourself, you don't do that. Like you don't try to compare yourself to someone else, and I don't want to feel like I don't know how to respond to that. Like, oh, I'm only 10 more pounds than you. I don't know what to say to that.
I have a question though, because like, what are you like, you compare, and you're like, you know, in a way it becomes a competition where it's like, what are you competing for? Like
exactly, which is why I'm like, I don't know how to respond. Like, so it got to the point where I'm like, I don't discuss weight, because it's not any of anyone's business but mine.
Yeah. And now I'm like really thinking about that, because like, I mean, what you're competing for, right? Like a lot of times, you know, people, they're competing to be like the best or whatever, or something, but it's like, if you're like the skinniest or whatever, right, like what is that going to bring you? I mean, I guess in sometimes the beauty standard shifts, right, where it becomes like that's desirable or whatever, right? And other times it's like, you know, like in ancient Greece, for example, it was like desirable to be kind of bad, right? Like, I don't know, it shifts all the time, is what I'm saying, you know? And I think like, you know, back in the 90s, right? Like, you ever heard of like heroin chic?
No.
Okay. I mean, well, the 90s, that was like the heroin decade or whatever. I don't know why I'm
talking about yeah.
But like, with that, like, there is a sort of like sentiment about like, you know, people being like a size 0, especially like in modeling and stuff. It was kind of like a really like important decade, I think, for like modeling and stuff. Like, you know, like Tyra Banks or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Like, actually, that was 2000s. Anyways, like, in a way, like, cause like being, I guess, like skinny like that was the most desirable. Cause like, I guess in the U.S., like, in a way, like we kind of live in like a environment that's more, I guess, what's the word? Like surplus. Like we have a surplus of things. Like you can go and buy Oreos right now, but you don't gotta like fight for the Oreos, you know. And I think like, you know, in the 80s and 90s, like in the 80s specifically, that's when like materialism and stuff kind of like bloomed, right? Like you have like a surplus of things, you can buy things, right? And it's like now it's like to not have that, that's like what people deem like, I guess, interesting, like, because I guess I'm trying to figure out what I'm getting at. Like, it shifts, okay, and you know, all right, one more point. I think like now it's shifting back. And do you think like
Shifting back to like heroin chic or whatever?
yeah. I mean, when you visit your family now, do they still try to do that? Like,
Do what?
I guess like compare themselves in that way, or like when you hang out with like other people, do they do that?
I think that I am like a very straightforward person to the point where like I think people know that I have like clear boundaries, that like they kind of know that type of conversation is off limits. Like I'm just not going to say anything. So I would say no because I don't allow it. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Because I'm realizing now, like, this push to be skinny that's like I see with my mom and everything, like it got worse like last year specifically, like, and like I'm thinking about Ariana Grande and how like, I mean, we don't know what's going on with her specifically, but like her and like a bunch of other like people in Hollywood, they've like lost a lot of weight, right? And there's like, you know, Ozempic or whatever being like super popular, and like, I don't know, it's interesting how like it shifts that, and I feel like it's something like almost politics, like political. There's something very political about it, I think, and I don't know exactly what, but like there is a sense of like, you know, when you're skinny, like when you try to be skinny specifically, I mean, people that are naturally skinny and stuff like that, people that's just what they are, right? And you know, if you're naturally skinny and you know you're healthy in that, then this is not really about that, you know what I mean? Like, it's about people that are like purposefully, like, you know, trying to achieve this goal, and like a lot of times, like, I mean, if you think about it, like, you don't eat, right, or you know, you become small, right, and you don't have muscle mass, right? Like, if you put that, if you can imagine that, right, like in like, I don't know, the fucking jungle or something, like, you're not gonna be able to defend yourself from like, you know, attack, like prey, like predators. I mean, like, I mean, we're not in the jungle, but like, I mean, it's still like, I feel like there's still like a sort of sentiment about it where it's like being powerless almost, or like having less power, right? And as like a woman, like it's kind of like there's something kind of like not like there's something kind of misogynistic about that. I don't know.
Like having less power if you're not thin? You mean? Or
like, no, just like the way that like people that are trying to achieve like, you know, this sort of like goal of being super skinny, like these Hollywood celebrities and stuff, and like it's like, I mean, being skinny is like, you know, I mean, being like under eating, not having muscle mass, like you're not as like strong a lot of times, right? If you don't have like muscle mass and stuff, and like if you put that in terms of like our world now, like, you know, this idea of being powerless in that sense, like, and as a woman, if it's like pushed onto women, it's like I only see like female celebrities doing this, right? It becomes like it becomes misogynistic because like, I mean, like, how to explain it, but like, it just becomes like this thing where it's like women are put down. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to understand it.
Because like, okay, the idea of like, I guess in terms of like,
Like, do you think like it's encouraged for like women to be less physically powerful or strong?
that's the vibe I'm getting because like, I mean like, I see like, I don't know, that's the vibe I'm getting because like, I mean, you don't see like, I'm trying to think of an example, like Simone Biles, like she's not, she's like muscular and shit, like she can, or like some famous female boxer, like, that's like kind of like what is powerful, right? But like at the same time, people look at that and they look at like somebody that age is like having another serving or something as like not the ideal in that sense, and it just takes away power, I think. Which is why like, I mean, exercise, like that's another big topic, I think, like when it comes to body image.
Yeah, should we go to the exercise category now? Should we answer that next question?
Sure.
Moving on to our category of exercise. What did exercise mean to you when you were younger?
As a sports kid, I just wanted to fucking twirl around. That was my exercise. I mean, like, it felt good because, like, when you exercise, like, it releases brain chemicals and stuff, and I liked that. It wasn't too much about, like, it wasn't really about, like, image per se. It was just about, like, can I jump in the air and twirl around and land on one foot, like,
yeah.
Or can I kick this soccer ball into a goal, or do a backflip or something,
Yeah.
What about you?
For me, like, okay, what did exercise mean to you when you were younger? I feel like I didn't think about exercise when I was younger. Like, I was always out, like, obviously school, and, like, my dad would take us to the park, and so I was always, like, playing tag or something active, riding a bike or whatever. So I feel like I didn't think about exercise when I was younger. I just was active because I was like a kid having fun. Like, I didn't think about like, oh, let me be active. I just had fun.
That's expectations. I mean, but the expectation was to have fun in a way.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I mean, do you think the expectation now is to still have fun when it comes to that stuff? Because I mean, we go to the gym, right? There are people that surf, they do all these things, right? Like, is the expectation still to have fun?
Like, when it comes to exercise?
Yeah.
I don't think the expectation is to have fun, but no, I don't think the expectation is to have fun. I think it's like to stay fit, but yeah, I don't think that's the expectation. What do you think?
Only for some people, and not for the general society of it. Like, I mean, like, it's all about like your fitness gains, which is cool. Like, fitness gains are cool. Like, seeing how your body changes and stuff. Like, working on your body, and like, it's a very like healing kind of thing.
Wait, you meant like society's expectation of exercise? Is that what or like my own?
Or both.
Okay. Well, yeah. Society. I don't think that's definitely not the expectation of like exercise is for fun. But I think my personal like view is that I find what I enjoy so that it is fun, so that like I stick to it and enjoy it, like not feel like I'm doing something that I hate just because I'm supposed to.
Yeah. That's a good mindset to have.
Okay, well, that kind of leads into the next question of when did exercise start feeling connected to appearance or weight for you?
Um, Puberty, when I started gaining weight, like, cause I don't know, the Carl's Jr. I ate or whatever was not like leaving my stomach or whatever, you know. Um, uh, and I was exercising less then, and whenever I did, it felt weird. I don't know, like, and then I didn't want to do it, and then like I didn't exercise for a long time when I lived in the desert. Um, just like walks. Actually, I went on a lot of walks during the pandemic, and my body, I was like snatched, I think, during that time when I was like 15. That's a weird thing to say. But then when I stopped walking, it was like, oh, now I'm back to gaining weight, and like it's kind of weird because like I mean like exercise still had like a sense of like yippee fun to it, but like um when I didn't do it, I was like kind of like disgusted with myself. I don't know. What about you?
Um, I would say in sixth grade. So I was like 11. Um, yeah, that's when I really became aware of like my body, I think, of like being that's when I started to like actually be unhappy. Because I feel like, yeah, when I was in elementary school, I was like aware of my body, but it was like a thought that I kind of just put to the side. I was little, I was playing tag or whatever, but I would just like glimpse at myself every now and then. But I think for sure around sixth grade is when I like fully became aware of my body and being unhappy, and then like wanting to run to like be thinner.
Yeah. I mean, why do you think it is like when like it's like after elementary school? I think because like when you said sixth grade, I think for me it was like 6th grade too when like my body started getting like it started changing. You know what I mean? Like, why do you think we start? Why do you think we start really noticing? Like, is there some kind of like brain thing that happens where like we become just self-aware? I know like growing up, our brain like changes. You know, we go through these like stages where it's like okay, 15 there's like a sense of like you know a newfound understanding of something, right? Like when you're halfway through your teenage years, and I don't know. I mean,
it could be like they start showing like the puberty video in 5th grade and like talking about the changes you expect to see soon. So I mean, it could be just like more talk about how you're gonna change, and that might make us look at ourselves more.
Yeah, growing up and turning into women, it's like you know, I don't know, like. I mean, for me, it was like okay, like I stopped feeling like I could relate to like my dude friends or whatever, right? But at the same time, like there was a time where I was pretty chill with the idea of like you know growing up and looking like a woman. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know why we put so much judgment on ourselves from that age where it starts. You know, like I mean, obviously it's like a thing where it's like it's new, right? Like when up and you're like, oh, like you know, oh, I'm like, it's like a new thing, right? Where like when you're that age and you're like realizing these things, right? But like, it's like, why does it happen then? Why do we sort of carry that with us throughout like a lot of our lives? A lot of times, you know?
Yeah, and it's honestly like, while I was experiencing like that type of mindset change, it's like. Now that I think about it, it's so sad, like how young, how young I was, how that happens at such a young age. Because when I was 11, like I was like, you know, I don't think you realize how young you are when you are like the certain age.
Mm-hmm.
But then later, when you look back, you're like, oh my god, like I was 11. So when I think about that now, I'm like, it's freaking crazy that I was like really becoming unhappy at such like a young age with my body.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because I have like a brother who's 12,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, what the heck? He's a baby. Like he looks like a baby, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
then I think about like, oh my god, at this age, I was already so like self-conscious.
It's like, what are we trying to impress? Is my question.
I don't know why it happens.
Like, I mean, I know, like, I think it's Freud. One of the psychologists says, like, you know, it's kind of on the basis of like survival in a way, where it's like we're trying to impress something or somebody in order to like survive in some way, you know? Does that make sense? I mean, I know like that could probably be like more applicable now in the sense where it's like, then again, I don't know. I don't think it's really tied to that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I wish we did know, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, we try to answer these questions, but really I don't know, and you don't know, and we're never gonna know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, nature, nurture. Some people don't experience this, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why do they not?
Like, here's the thing, like, both, like, you and, like, people say that about me, too, where it's, like, we kind of rebel against, like, a lot of times, like, the things, like, that are put in place by society. I mean, I know I do, because, like, it's, like, I'm not gonna, you know, be the beauty standard, and I'm not gonna try to be the beauty standard in any kind of way, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not trying to look like Victoria's Secret. I mean, if I end up looking like that, cool, but that's not really like the goal. And what am I trying to get at? It's still like, there's still like the sense of like impressing somebody even then. Even though like I'm like I feel like in a way I'm trying to not be on that side of things, not adhere to like what society wants. But like sometimes I still feel like there's a sense of like going back to that, and like it kind of like disturbs me when I do, and I feel like really uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess it like affects our, I don't know, like subconscious or core like beliefs about how we should look, even if we don't like want to believe that or want to follow that. I guess it's just like ingrained in us.
Yeah. It's like we're looking for acceptance, but it's like we don't know what these people want. Like we don't know what they're thinking. I mean, then again, okay, like if I show up at like the bar or something, right, and I'm dressed in like, I don't know, like I'm dressed in like clown shoes and like a bikini and like a wig like that's like this big, like people are gonna be like, what the fuck, right? They're probably like they may want to talk to me, but like some of them may be like scared or whatever, like, or if I dress in a way that's like scary, or if I like, and so you don't really see me doing that, right, a lot of times. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and I think like I mean, you don't see other people really doing that too, unless like there's something they're trying to like show or say, because like we all want to be accepted, right? We want the people in the bar to talk to us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, actually, now that I think about it, this freaking sociology class that I took this summer for my last class to graduate, we did study like how you perform for an audience, basically. So like you have like your self that you have like the I don't remember, it's like a mask, and then like your true self.
Yeah.
I forgot like exactly what it's called, but it's like you have like two versions of yourself.
I thought that was just a neurodivergent thing, like masking.
Huh?
Like, I thought, okay. I don't know, I like, I thought like masking and stuff like that's a thing that's like really like very much in ADHD and autistic people. I mean, people say everybody's autistic or whatever, which I don't know, but like I don't. You saying that everybody does it?
Wait, I don't think I think I'm using the wrong term. It's basically what I meant is like you have like a self that you present where like you try to alter yourself to like fit the expectations, and then you have like yourself that's relaxed, that like you let down when that you let out when you're like comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess like I was going somewhere with this, with your bar stuff, with you like not going to the bar dressed like what you were saying. It's because I think it's because of like putting on that performance of like what's expected,
It's like
versus like your relaxed self. Yeah.
It's like you don't show up to the Phantom of the Opera in a clown costume, you know?
Yeah. So it's like to perform the social expectation. Yeah.
But sometimes that can become unhealthy.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think we mostly follow the expectation
Yeah.
to not be seen as weird.
Yeah. But it can become unhealthy when it's like, when it becomes about, you know, things you can't control. I mean, things you should not like be so focused on, like, you know, your body image, right? Like, in terms of like achieving something that's like unhealthy, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Have you ever used exercise to make up for something you ate?
I run on shame. It's so
Really?
bad. I don't know, my mindset is so filled with like shame. It's like, oh, like, I don't know how to explain it, where it's like, I mean, in terms of like specifically this question, like, I mean, if I eat like a shit ton of stuff, I'm gonna be like, damn, I need to run this off, right? And so I run it off.
Yeah. Is it in the way where like, let's say, like, do you feel guilty and you feel like, oh, I hate that I did this, like I hate myself, let me go run this off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, even right now, I'm like, I want to go to the damn gym because I ate that fucking cookie and those macarons yesterday, you know?
Is it like you're mad at yourself in a way for
it's
doing
just like
it?
a discomfort. It's like if you're wearing like a shirt that's like too tight, you know? Or if you're wearing like, I don't know, if you're wearing like wool and it's scratchy, like it's that kind of feeling.
Have you ever used exercise to make up for something you ate? Definitely, yes. I think, but so when I was younger, I would honestly not too long ago, I would think like, oh, I just ate this, like let me go run this off, and like it would be in a bad way where I was like, why the hell did I eat that? Like, I'm so stupid. Let me go to the park and run, or go on the treadmill or whatever. And look, I still do use exercise to make, I don't want to say make up for something that I ate, because I feel like that was before with like my bad mindset. I feel like now I still do it, but in a way where I'm like, I reframed it more positively, where I'm like, okay, I have some extra fuel in me, like let me go use this to my advantage and like see if I can like lift heavier, or like feel better on the run. Yeah, so I feel like I'm not like perfect at like that whole like mindset thing of like not punishing myself, but I've over time I've like become better at like just reframing it in the way where I'm like, let me go use this extra energy to like to do something. I don't think of it in the way where I'm like, well, most of the time I don't think of it in the way where I'm like, oh, I hate myself for that, like let me go punish myself. I just think of it as like, let me go balance this energy now. Like, let me go put it to use.
I like that mindset, like the idea of like the fuel and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
It's a better mindset to have than oh, this is gonna be stored in my body and it's gonna look weird and you know.
Yeah.
It's like usually the thing is like also, if you eat like a shit ton of food one day, like it's not you're not gonna gain 20 pounds in that day, you know.
Yeah. I do like. It will still come to my head like, oh, let me go use this. Let me go exercise. Let me go run like 5 miles or whatever, because I don't want it to stick to my body. But I still feel like my mindset about it isn't super terrible. I'm just like, oh, let me go balance what I ate and now what I do. Yeah. Not perfect, but I think it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Better than I was, yeah. How has your motivation for exercising changed as you've gotten older?
I mean, kind of what we were talking about just now, right? But like, I mean, for me, like, it's like mental health stuff, kind of, you know. Like, I feel so much better after exercising sometimes. Lately, I don't know, it's been like I work out and I'm just kind of like I want to sleep after, so I don't know, but usually, like, especially like if I'm like going through some kind of grief, right, and I'm like, maybe I should go to the gym, and I go to the gym and I keep going to the gym, that grief's gonna be like a lot more easy to manage, if that makes sense, or like whatever it is that I'm going through, if that makes sense. Yeah, but like it's from that perspective really, but even more than just like, honestly, it's barely even about like weight. I think like it can be, I guess, in a way where it's like I'm like, oh, I feel like my stomach is like, oh, let me run, but like yeah.
For me, like, I used to just run before I joined the gym, and that I think it was mostly like to control my weight. I did enjoy the running too, but like I think it was mostly for weight management. But ever since I like joined the gym and like started to get stronger and stuff, I think my motivation has changed, because I'm like, now I exercise more for the reason of like, oh, I wonder like how strong I could become, like how many pull-ups I could do, how like it's not like, oh, let me go work out because I want to lose weight. Like, yeah, I do want to lean out, but it's not like, I also want to see like,
it's a fun game,
like, yeah, like how strong like I could become.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Like, I did, I don't know, this many pull-ups this week. Like, I wonder if I can do this many next week. So it's, yeah, it's more like me just wanting to see what my potential is, I guess.
And that's good, because you can, I feel like that kind of thing, it's like, you could translate that to like your entire life in a way, and I think that's why like the gym is so beneficial in that, you
know. Oh, I like this question. What kinds of movement make you feel genuinely good rather than self-conscious?
Figure skating at one time, it's very freeing. I mean, last summer like I kept going to like the ice rink just to like get back into it in a way. Not really for competing, because I'm kind of too old for that now, sadly, but and like anything that's like where it's like you're letting off like steam or rage, or you running because you feel good and you want to run, like it's like that sort of thing where it's like in a movie where you're like drunk and you're just running and you're like ha ha ha, like, and like it feels like you can like, face a fucking army, like that kind of movement feels good. What about you?
For me, well, to be honest, I wouldn't say. Okay. The movement that makes me feel good, I actually enjoy running, like, because I like to, like, put on music and kind of, I like to go, like, on an easy pace run where I'm just, like, cruising, on the treadmill, like, just, I'm not suffering, I'm just, like, listening to music and, like, kind of zoning out and, like, just enjoying the music and, like, so I genuinely do have fun doing that. So that makes me feel good. Like I actually, and that's why I think that's why I've been able to stick to running, because I'm like, okay, I actually like this. Like I like to put on music. I like to just hear the music and like move my body and like sometimes go with like the beat of the song or whatever. So it's like fun like that. So yeah, I would say running makes me feel good most of the time. Just an easy, cute. I'm not pushing myself. I'm just.
What about if you hear a good song and you're like,
exactly.
And
sometimes
like, then you suffer.
Yeah, sometimes like if it's like a more energetic song, then like I'm like, ooh, let me turn up the treadmill. But yeah, because I'm like, oh, let me go with the beat. But yeah, so I would say running. I think like I don't know, sometimes I get that with weights too, but I'd say for the most part it is running. Yeah.
I remember one time I was like, I don't know, I came across this new song. I think it was like a rock song, and like I was like doing like the fucking the rower machine or whatever, and like I don't know what, I was like rageful, and then it just like turned to euphoria.
Yeah. No, yeah, exercise is crazy because sometimes you do go through a lot of emotions. Like, I don't know, it's so weird. Because I feel like when I put on music and then like, if let's say I'm running, like, I just get into my own world and then I think when I'm done, I'm like, oh shoot, I just hear like all the treadmills going and I'm like, oh, it's so like, I was in a completely like different world.
I've never been able to achieve that with running, I don't think. I mean, if I listen to music and I like lay down or whatever, like I feel like I'm fucking astral projecting, but like if I'm on the treadmill, or I mean, if I'm like, if I'm running, like, bitch, I'm running,
Shoot, maybe, yeah, you have to find something that is gonna make you feel like that. But I will say, like, it might just be like, if you're barely starting out, like, it won't feel like that at first. Because I was suffering at first. I couldn't, like, just enjoy the run. But, like, over time, when you get more conditioned, like, then it's not bad and you're able to enjoy it.
I need to find music that works with it too, because like I don't know, sometimes, I mean, I love Slater or whatever the hell, like sometimes it just like I feel like I don't know, like just it doesn't match the running, like
yeah. Have you ever stopped exercising because you felt intimidated, judged, or uncomfortable in your body?
I mean, one time I went to the gym in like a sports bra, and I felt like everybody was staring at me, and I was like, I'm getting out of here. I don't know, I just felt like it just felt really exposed. I mean, even though it was like, a college gym, there wasn't like a lot of beauty men there, like it wasn't really like, it was just a chill vibe, but I just felt like everybody was staring at me, like, I don't know. Also, for some reason, whenever I get a crush on somebody, like,
oh yeah, I know what you're. Yeah, I know.
I just like I stopped going to the gym, and I don't know why. Like, You know?
No, I get you because sometimes like I feel fine and then I'm like, oh shoot, I have a crush on this person. They're right next to me. I don't want them to see me doing this. I don't know, making this face or something. Or like I'm like, what if I start thinking more like, what if my form is bad? What if I'm doing this wrong? So then I would like walk to the other side of the gym or something.
No, but like, I mean, okay, like, no, I don't know how to explain it, but like, it doesn't even have to be somebody at the gym. It's just like, I don't know if I have a crush on somebody in general in my life. Like, for some reason, I just like don't, like, I stopped exercising. Like I was going crazy at the exercising, and then I got a crush on this one girl in like fucking February, and then like, I stopped working out and I gained like 10 pounds. I mean, but like, that, I don't know if that was really because of like, you know.
Okay, yeah, wait, no.
Judging.
I don't get that. Okay, for me, I would say, to be honest, I would say no. I haven't stopped exercising because I felt intimidated, judged, or uncomfortable. Because to be honest, I feel like my mindset has always been like, I like sometimes I just really don't give a fuck. Like I'm like whatever. I'm here to like focus on me.
Mm-hmm.
I guess in the very beginning when I barely joined the gym, I don't know. You go through that mindset of like it feels like everyone's looking at you, but really you're just in a new environment, so you're uncomfortable in the new environment. But once you stay there, once you keep going for a few weeks, you get comfortable in the environment, and then like you don't think that no more. So I would say like in the very beginning of the gym, I was uncomfortable and like would go try to exercise more in a private area, but now I don't think about it at all. Like I don't. Yeah.
No, I mean, like, it was just my outfit choice that day. I was like, you know, I don't know. It's like, why do I care? Because, like, I mean, I don't know, I just felt weird because, like, I was showing skin, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I don't know why, like, it was, like, a bad thing. Like, what is this, like, the Bene Gesserits, right? Like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like, just, why I felt weird about showing skin, like, my stomach, like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's always, like, a whole thing about, like, you know, fucking, dress codes and shit, and you could, like, from, like, you know, the past, but, like, I mean, like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes people may, like, I don't know, maybe it's just me where it's like, oh, I'm not my skin, like, whatever, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, actually, now that you say that, I feel like I actually can't really answer that question in that way because I don't think I've like worn anything where like I wasn't fully comfortable if somebody else saw me in it.
Yeah.
So our next section is our relationship with ourselves. So what do you like about your body now that you didn't appreciate when you were younger?
There is none there right now because I had like 3 burritos this week, but it'll come back.
Hey, the burrito, the carbs even go heavier though.
Yeah.
Wait, are you gonna answer or was that your answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I would say overall, like I don't know how to I don't know about like a physical part of my body, but I would say like I appreciate the health of my entire body, cause like I noticed that like after I run, bro, like I feel like I could breathe so like smoothly. Like I could breathe smooth in general, but after running, it just feels even smoother.
It's like you've been touched by Athena.
It's just like it's just flowing through me, and I feel so calm and like zen and like. So I like appreciate my body's efficiency, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
which I didn't think about when I was younger.
Parts of your body or appearance that you're still learning to accept.
Okay, I don't know if I'll answer this question like correctly, but I feel like I am still learning like that I can want to change my body but still love my current body at the same time. I don't know if I don't know if I'm answering that like correctly, but like
I get that.
yeah, because what I've learned is like every time that I've tried to like change my body in a way where it was like through hate, where I'm like, oh, my stomach is fat, like let me go run. It's always like I've always felt bad because I was like my mindset was just like let me go exercise, do an exercise that I hate because I hate how I look, and like it was just always like a bad type of mindset. But like I feel like I'm learning to like look at myself and be like, yes, I'm not I'm not happy with how this looks, but I like understand that. Okay, I need to say this better. Where I look at myself and I'm like, I tell myself like, okay, like it's okay if you want to change, but like you're still beautiful now. I did have to be looking at myself and being like, I understand that like you want to change and you should, if you want that, you can do that, but like understand that like that doesn't mean that you need to be mean or negative to like your current self.
True.
So I feel like that's what I'm still learning, but that's also what I've been learning. So like just being better about like yes, still trying to get to my goals, but in a way where I still love the version of me now.
It's about getting rid of a shame mindset.
Yeah, it's like going, it's like doing things out of love for yourself now. Like I'm gonna go exercise because I care about my body's health. Like instead of like, oh, I'm gonna go exercise because I hate how I look, or like I'm gonna eat healthy food because I love myself and I want to like give myself nourishing food, not because like you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I can relate to that wholeheartedly. It's like when I'm in like that state of mind where it's like I want to work on myself, like, and I'm just committed to it. Like, it's like about like it's like building a skyscraper. It's like but like at the same time, it's like a skyscraper that's functional even in the lower levels of it. You know what I mean? Like.
Mm.
Like you build a section of the skyscraper and people can work in it, then you build another, people can work in that. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how I see it. I mean, parts of my body, I guess, that I'm still learning to accept, though. I don't know. Like, I think that's a good question. Like, fucking deafness, but that's not really like a part of like.
Your what?
Like my hearing issues, but like that's not really a part of. I guess body issues, but it's more like a interpersonal thing. But yeah, is loving your body actually realistic for you, or is body neutrality a better goal?
Is loving your body actually realistic for you, or is body neutrality? Lord, I better go. Okay. Honestly, I would say loving my body is realistic for me because I want to get to a point where like, okay, well, I don't know, it's because like I would say that I love my body, but it doesn't mean that I'm like completely satisfied with like how it looks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be neutral about my body. I feel like I want to keep going to the point where I'm like, I don't think loving your body is a good way to say it though, because I feel like I do love my body, but like I want to keep working to the point where I feel like, okay, I'm satisfied with how I look though. Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's like, I don't know. My whole mindset is I want to be the hottest fucking bitch in the world, but I don't know what that means, you know? Like, I don't know what the hottest bitch in the world means, but I'm finding the fucking breadcrumbs and I'm walking towards that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's more in like a loving way, it's more in like this is weird, this is what it is, this makes me feel good rather than like, why aren't you exercising or why aren't you dieting or whatever, you know?
If you could talk to your 12-year-old self about her body and exercise, what would you tell her?
What would I tell her? That's a good. What was my 12-year-old self even doing? Like making like musicals or something?
For real.
I feel like I tell it to
It's
I would tell it to not give a like. I mean, it's weird because like, you know, was I still in middle school at 12? That was like, that's still middle school age, right? Okay.
That's like 7th grade?
Yeah.
6 or going into 7?
I mean, like, yeah. But I feel like everything I tell her, like, it's stuff that she would eventually find out in a time where it was right to find out, if that makes sense, you know? It's like a fucking, like, mystery, but the mystery isn't a mystery. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, maybe just, like, don't worry too much about the dress code and the uniforms and blah, 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 and, like, focus on, like, who you want to be in general, rather than that specific nitty-gritty of it, I guess.
This is a hard question. What would I tell her? Dang, this is a hard question because like around 11 or 12 is where it started for me. Dang, what would I tell? Shit, I would say I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would say. What?
Okay.
I would say like. Okay, wait. That's not even answering the question. I mean,
I'm sorry, it is answering the question.
My older self would apologize to her. Like, I'm so sorry that you went through that at such a young age. Like being so self-conscious. But if I had to tell her something about her body and exercise, I would tell her, honestly, I feel like I can't really think, but what I would tell her is like, your stomach getting bigger after you eat is normal. Like, she really didn't know that. She did not know that at all.
Food babies are cool.
Yeah, she didn't know that. She thought she was fat. Like she thought that, I don't fucking know. And it's crazy, but I would tell her that. And about exercise, I would tell her to find exercise that she enjoys just to be active. Really. Yeah. That's
like taking up a fun sport or something.
Just for enjoyment. Don't even think about like and for like seeing how strong you could be. I would tell her, look at exercise as like a way to see how much better you could become in terms of like strength and like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's a hard one. What do you hope your relationship with your body looks like 5 or 10 years from now?
I want to feel happy in a tank top, and I want to be able to lift. Wait, that's not really answering the question. Sorry. chill. Like, I don't know. I just want it to be like the sense of like empowerment even more than like I want to be empowered. I guess in a way by like I don't know what the word is like okay, maybe not empowered. I want to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to like show skin and not want to like I don't know explode.
Mm-hmm.
Because I genuinely hate showing skin, and it's like I'm like a fucking Bene Gesserit. Like I don't know. Why do I keep talking about Bene Gesserits? I don't know. I'm sorry. But yeah.
What do I hope my relationship with my body looks like 5 or 10 years from now? I hope that like I am still I'm continuing to have like a more positive mindset of like I'm eating nutritious food because
Hell yeah.
I love myself and because I value my body and because I want to like take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope it's still like that, like moving in like that positive mindset. And then my relationship with my body, well, like I hope exercise too still stays positive for me.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, let's see if I can be better than I was last week. Let's see if I can lift more. Let's see whatever. I just hope to have like a positive mindset. I hope that I'm satisfied with how I look, but if I'm not, I hope I still continue to be positive. Yeah.
Just keep making the choices that make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much what you can do. I mean, like, there's always like life circumstances and whatever happening, right? Like, and like, it's kind of about like rolling with that and doing what's best for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, our last little category is food. How do you feel when someone comments on what you're eating, if they do comment? Has that ever happened?
Or if it's not my mom, I'll tell them to fuck off. Has it ever happened? With other people?
Yeah, like has someone ever commented on what you're eating?
Well, not kind of. One time I was like in this PE class in middle school, and like when I was in like I don't know what, like there was like a point, right, where like this PE teacher, right, like he knew about me like when I was like in elementary school or whatever, right, like he taught the class or something, and the second time I was in his class, he was like, "What happened to you?" Because like I gained weight.
What? He said that?
Yeah, and okay, I don't want to like dox him or anything like that, but there was this joke. I started kind of making fun of him. Cause like, okay, his name was like Geisler or Geyser or something, and I started calling him Geezer, like old man, like Geezer. And yeah, I had a beef with an old man.
That's bizarre for a teacher to say that to.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, what are you, a fucking pedophile? Like,
that's real bad. I'm very like, oh my god. To be honest, I'm such, if you know me in person, like I'm so straightforward where like, okay, the question is, how do you feel when someone comments on what you're eating? Like, I basically, it has happened. Or like,
friend or,
I don't feel really anything but slightly annoyed, because in my head I'm just like, I don't comment. I really don't give unsolicited like comments or like advice or things like that, because I'm like, who the hell am I to ever say anything about, like, I really don't care. It's not even my life. So because I'm like that, like I feel like that's how I expect other people to be. but then I realized like, oh shoot, no, people really do be putting their 2 cents when really I never asked for it. But so I just be like, I'm just so like direct where I just be like okay, like I'm eating this, like mind your business, or like I don't know, I'm just so like like I won't really even say anything. Like I'll just leave. Or like I remember one time at work when I was working, I mean this wasn't a comment on what I was eating, but like one of my coworkers, she was eating, she had cut up some apples and she was like, Alyssa, do you like come have some apples? And I was like, oh no, thank you. She was like, oh my God, like you don't ever eat, it's healthy. And I said, I'm not hungry. If I want some, I'll get some. And I'm just thinking like, girl, like you take care of you, I'll take care of me. Like
You don't ever eat.
yeah, like she would always try to be offering like me things and like trying to get me to eat, and I really did not like that because I'm like, you really need to worry about yourself, and I know when I'm hungry, like you don't need to be watching me. But so I'll just say like small things like that where it's like I just let it be clear where I'm like, thank you for offering, like if I'm hungry, like I'll have some, but you know, I don't like to explain myself. I don't be explaining myself. I feel like a lot of the time, like people, especially women, will like they over explain and they explain their no's, and like I feel like you need to learn, like as a woman, to just be like, no is like a complete answer.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That is a great thing. That is a great thing to say too. Like that is a great thing to bring up. Like the idea of being firm with your answer.
Right. Like, don't give an explanation. Just like it's just no, and that's it. Like people need to leave you alone.
Yeah.
Do you associate certain foods with being healthy or unhealthy, and has that changed over time?
Well, if I'm eating hot Cheetos for breakfast, I know that that's probably not a good decision, you know? Like, honestly, like, the reason why, like, it's like, I don't know, I want to eat food that's, like, healthy, but also, like, tastes good, you know? That's my thing. Because, like, I have a bit of, like, a texture thing where it's, like, there's like a lot of food that I don't like because of texture, but I like the flavor, and I would eat it if it's like mixed in with something else, you know, like I don't know, a fucking smoothie, or like a lot of like Asian dishes too, like with the what is it, like some kind of noodles with like stuff in it, like it's pretty good. I don't know, like I mean it's about like just finding that like balance of like, you know, allowing yourself to eat what you want. Like, if you want an Oreo, have an Oreo. But also, like, you know, making good choices that, you know, it's like you need these vitamins, so have the vitamins.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. For me, I would say, like, yes, I do associate foods with being healthy and unhealthy, but I don't but like me having that association doesn't mean that I look at it as like, oh, the healthy is good and the unhealthy is bad. Like I still like see it for like the nutrition, but I don't look at it as like I can't eat like these bad foods. I just look at it as like, this food is gonna give me this nutrition. Do I need that right now? And like the unhealthy food, I'm like, well, is this something that I want to like fit in right now? But I don't look at it as like bad. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think like, and that's good. It's just like, I mean, like unhealthy food. Like, wait, so you don't see it as like a bad thing, like, or
like unhealthy food? No, well, okay, that goes into this like the second part, and has that changed over time? It's because look, I used to think of like healthy foods as good and like unhealthy foods as bad, to the point where like if I was trying to be healthy, I would try to completely cut out unhealthy foods.
Impossible.
Exactly, and that's why I had to like reframe my mind when it comes to like looking at healthy food and unhealthy food, and just be like, neither of these are bad. It's just like what's gonna like help me more at the moment. Like, am I hungry? Like, which food is gonna be more filling? Like, or do I want to like fit in like, I don't know, whatever unhealthy food that I want.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't look at it as bad, because then it just doesn't. It feels like it makes foods off limit for me, then it makes me want it more.
We all want what's off limits. That's why like illegal drugs are still done, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't consider foods like good or bad.
That's a good mindset to have, because I'm like, oh my god, I'm eating hot Cheetos for breakfast. I'm gonna die.
Okay, but
you know?
I would say for the most part, but to an extent, sometimes I still will think of like if I see crumble, I'm like, oh my god, like that looks so dramatic to me. Like, it's, I don't know.
Crumble is scary.
Where to the point where I'm like, that's crazy, and I'm like, I'm not gonna eat that. But it's not to a point where it's like an unhealthy mindset where I'm like, oh, I could never have this because this is a bad food. It's just like, I don't know, I just look at it differently now.
I want a crumble cookie now.
I've never tried crumble.
They're actually alright. Like, there's like a shit ton of stuff in here, right? Like, and that's it kind of scares me. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. What does a genuinely healthy relationship with food look like to you now?
Making food with a lot of vegetables. Just getting better at cooking. I think that'll give me a better relationship with food, because like, I don't be getting hungry lately, like, and like, it's because like I think all my food is nasty, even though I like it and I want to eat it. It's so weird. I don't know. But I guess being at a point where it's like, I don't think all the food I eat is nasty.
For me, I would say a healthy relationship with food looks like, for me now, it would look like, I mean, basically, kind of going into what I was saying, where I don't look at foods really as like good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
But what I would want to get better at is like when I go out to eat and stuff, because right now, like, I kind of know like how many calories I'm eating, how much protein I'm eating, and stuff like that. But it's like, I'm not at a point where I can like go out and like I feel like I can't really go out to eat, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not at a point where I'm like, I know how to like have a healthier mindset when I'm going out.
Going out, it's like interesting. I have a good mindset with it, because like I ate in dining halls for like 2 years, and like now it's just like, I'm like, okay, this is just dining hall food, like when I'm at a restaurant, you know what I mean? I don't know, cause like, you know, yeah, I think like, but when it comes to like fast food, I kind of get that, cause it's like, oh my god, am I like consuming lead right now? Like, what is in this, you know?
I think like what I mean is like, if I just don't like, I'm not comfortable eating out when I'm not sure like what the calories are and like the protein and all, and I feel like that's not like sustainable to like, because when you're obviously gonna have times where like you want to go out and like be social, and there's gonna be food involved and stuff, and I don't feel like I'm like 100% comfortable with that type of like balance yet. Yeah, it's like right now, like I'll like completely avoid eating, and that's not like sustainable.
What's your fear with that?
Hmm?
What's your fear with outside food?
Just like not knowing like the calories and like
What's wrong with not knowing the calories?
that I would probably eat more calories than my body burns and gain weight. I'm being so honest. Yeah,
like,
so it's like
you don't gain 20 pounds in a day.
I know, but I'm saying like just to like be a normal person, like if I was going out a lot, doing a lot of social stuff, like that wouldn't, and it was something that I was gonna encounter a lot, like I would need to learn how to find like that type of I don't know, balance where like I know how to I'm not scared to like eat out, not knowing really the nutrition.
You said you were though.
Well, that's why I'm saying like I need to get to the point where like that's where I need to get better at, where I'm like comfortable in situations where like there's food involved.
I mean, I get being scared of fast food though, because that stuff always be giving me a stomach ache. But like, I mean, like, I don't think it's gonna like. I mean, it tastes good, you know, and it can have protein and stuff. You don't really know what's in it, and I understand, but like, and the government be like regulating stuff that's kind of weird sometimes, you know. But like, other than that, it's just food.
Yeah.
It's no different than like, I don't know, you making like a lasagna versus getting one at like the Italian restaurant. Like the Italian restaurant probably puts a lot of cool sauces on there, but like it's not like gonna change it in like a day, you know, it's not. And plus like with the amount that you work out, even though like, you know, it gets burned off eventually, you know.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm just not at the point where like I'm comfortable being in social situations where food is involved. For the most part, yeah.
Sometimes I feel like that too, though. I mean, I don't know.
Which kind of goes into the next question. Can you enjoy food without thinking about its calories, ingredients, or effects on your body?
Sometimes. Depends. Sometimes I'm like, lately I've been like, oh, so I'm having this curry, it's 300 calories, and then this blah blah blah, it's like 800, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's my limit is like 1,100 according to blah 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 website, and like I start getting into all the mathematics of that shit, and then it gets tiring, and then I get bored, and I don't want to do it anymore, and then I don't do it, and then I just like eat like my fucking ramen with a billion calories, and I don't really care too much because I'm going to the gym every day, and it is what it is, and I see like the muscle growth, you know, and it's like okay, I eat what I want to eat, and if it makes me like not have acne, and it makes me like energetic and cool, and that's kind of what I mostly focus on is having a diet that like does not give me acne. You know. What about you? When you said in social, it's like already kind of like you're like by yourself. Like.
I would say for the most part, no, I can't enjoy food without thinking about like the calories, ingredients, or effects. Yeah, I would say for the most part, no.
It doesn't
unless
bother you, though?
Like counting and all.
Yeah.
Like, not really, because I want to know what's going into my body. But I don't know, there are some times where I'm like, okay, whatever, like let me just go and have dinner, and like I won't think about it, but it's not often at all.
Why do you think that is?
Because I don't want to eat many calories because I don't want to eat more calories than I burn, which would make me gain weight. That's why. That's why I don't enjoy food without thinking about the calories most of the time.
I mean, I know that like it's like a goal for you. It's like you're working towards a goal of being like stronger and muscular and stuff like that. But like, I mean, does it? If say for example, you were to get a bunch of food and there's like no labels on it, right? But you know, it's like good food, right? Like it does not have lead in it, right? But like, would you be like anxious about that?
Like nutritious food, you mean?
Yeah, I mean it could be any food, just whatever you eat. But like, say it just comes one day and there's no labels on it.
I would want to know the calories. I would, yeah.
Even if it's like, you know, like a salad with like a little bit of like chicken and like tuna, whatever the hell.
Like I'd feel better about it, but I still would want to know the calories. Yeah. I'm being honest. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the healthiest mindset, but right now that's what it is.
Just seems, I mean, to me, it just seems like it could be a little like tiring to do that. That's all.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Like I got like I got like a calorie counter thing on my phone, and I just like I used it for like 3 days, and then I stopped. Like
no, yeah, it is like. It is work to track. Okay, so our last question is, what have you had to unlearn about food?
That I don't know. When I was like a child, I was like, oh, when I'm an adult, to eat all the ice cream I want. But like now it's like, you know, if I eat too much ice cream, it'll give me brain fog and acne, and yeah, I'll just feel like I'll feel like a snail. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
And also just like I don't know, cause like a few years ago, like there was like a time where I was only eating like an energy bar and like 5 chips and then like an egg. It was like really bad. And I was under the impression that like, you know, so I was trying to fit my prom dress. It was like senior year of high school, and like, yeah, I had to like unlearn the fact that like when I was like with my family, or like, you know, it was kind of like encouraged like not eat, like, you know, in front of you, and like the thing is like, so I wouldn't eat, and I thought that was normal. That's how it's supposed to be. Like you don't consume above 2,000 calories, because if you do, then I don't know, the orcs will get you or something. Well, I don't know why I'm using so many fantasy metaphors. I'm sorry, but yeah, and like just like being afraid of going over that calorie limit when it's like I hear about like I don't know Dwayne Johnson or something eating like 5 steaks a day, and I'm like, okay, so I think it's okay. I can have a little like egg sandwich if I want at midnight. Like it's not gonna turn me into like a fucking werewolf or something, like, you know.
Okay. What have I had to unlearn about food? I mean, basically, just change my mindset from like, this is a good food and this is a bad food. Unlearning that like, some foods are good and some are bad. Just not trying not to really label them. Because when I was trying to like, when I was younger, like 15, and I was trying to be healthier, I would like be like, oh my god, this is the last, I'm starting my healthy eating tomorrow, this is the last day I'm gonna eat junk food. So I would like kind of eat a lot of junk food because I would think like, oh, it's gonna be completely off limits, which never gonna work, it's freaking impossible that I would ever gonna eat completely clean forever. So like just unlearning that so that I don't like feel like I'm restricted. Learning,
Yeah.
learning to like have more of a balance. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
that's it. Hey, I think this was good.
Very, 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 very intellectual discussion.
Well, you guys, so that was the end of our little discussion podcast thing. It feels kind of professional with our little chairs. I feel like we're on the Oprah. We're
Let
the
me get like a microphone.
for real. Ooh, and
I have a microphone. Should have used it.
we hope that you enjoyed this video. It was fun to make. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do more like this or something. But yeah. So you have anything to add?
I don't know. No.
Okay, guys, we're not good at ending this. Anyways, okay, so we'll see you guys in my next video.
Adios.
Okay, it's gonna end like that.
Bruh.